Hi, my name is Rodney Paris. I just want to take a few minutes and talk about my situation and what I'm doing, maybe even go into where I'm headed. Let me start off by saying that I'm a recovering idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis patient. This disease was discovered back in 2019. Let me tell you, after I got the phone call that this disease was here, they called me and said, you've got interstitial lung disease. I took that and went to the Mayo Clinic in Jacksonville, Florida, where they found that it was IPF, Idiopathic Pulmonary Fibrosis. When they called me in to give me this diagnosis, they really didn't give me a lot of hope. Doctors said we've got some anti-scarring medication that they wanted me to try, and I've been on it for the last 2 years. But that medication has been really bad. It only has about a 30% chance slowing the progression. that's not real good odds for me. And but the side effects are horrible. It really just tortured my digestive system. I've lost weight. You know, I look a lot older now, now that I've lost this weight. But I'm now on the road to recovery. I made a decision to come off of that OFAB, try something different, and that's why I'm doing this video. I'm on a road to recovery. It's humbling. The things that I'm doing now, I can tell are working. They're helping me. I'm getting better and better every day. And it's just a completely different mindset than I had when I got the diagnosis. You know, you can look it up on the internet, which I'm sure everybody that gets this diagnosis, they look it up. And I Googled it, and basically, you know, it said anybody that gets this, their life expectancy is about 3 to 5 years. I can say that they were wrong. This is year 6. I'm still here. I'm standing right here at a spot on County Road 642, where I kneeled down in front of this telephone pole and that mailbox over there. It's when I became a Christian. It was the moment I was saved. It was May the 9th, 2019, about 9:45 in the morning. My life has changed after that. I've had to deal and battle depression over the idea that I'm in a decline, and it seemed like there was absolutely nothing I could do. Nothing. That the decline would be talked about with the doctors every time I would visit. He'd say, made a decline, and eventually you're going to need a lung transplant. And when you walk away hearing that, let me tell you, it's tough. I've had to deal with that depression because it's like you have no hope. But that's changed. It's changed. There is hope. I found a man named Lee Fogle, just by accident, flipping YouTube channels. He was talking about his recovery from end-stage pulmonary fibrosis, and the man is doing quite well now, and he's come out with a book. I immediately purchased this book because I needed to know how could he recover from something that the doctors are basically giving me no hope. I'm in the process of learning his ways, and Lee, if you hear this, I'm grateful, absolutely grateful. I think I'm going to start doing these videos every time I come up to this spot. It's going to be part of my therapy. One of the things that Lee talks about in his book is, you know, how to get your mindset to do this. And let me tell you, it's not easy. This is not easy, and it takes a lot of focus. It takes it takes a lot that I didn't even know I had until I started doing this, because from the beginning, when I first got this diagnosis, I felt like that I could overcome it, and through exercise. And this exercise, that the exercise that I was doing was probably helping, but in a lot of ways I was creating my own decline by the way that I was exercising, because I would push everything to the limits without really considering the lack of oxygen and what it was causing. I had never really even heard the term hypoxia until this past visit with a doctor, when he was telling me that, with my decline and with this exercise, the strenuous exercise that I was doing, that I really needed to pay attention to my oxygen levels. And I knew I had never even considered that. I always thought that by pushing it I would get better. That's not how this works. Yes, I do need to push it, but I need to do it in a smart, methodical way, and that's what I plan on doing. I'm going to sign off from now, and on the next time, I'll be right here and I'll give you an update.